y'all, Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns. This is part 2. If you've already watched part 1 and you're looking for more information on the BSA Meteor Super in 177, it sounds like I'm saying meteor like M-E-A-T-I-E-R. No, it's meteor like a rock, like a meteor. So if you guys are looking for more information on that, you've come to the right place. This is part 2. Let's grip it. Really quick, I want to say thank you to Gateway to Airguns for making this video possible. Go check them out, guys. www.gatewaytoairguns.org. www.gatewaytoairguns.org. Before I do any testing on any of the air rifles or pistols, I always find the favorite ammo because that is the best way to get the best results. So I took some pellets as well as hunting pellets out to the range, and I did a shot card for each. And this one may be a little pellet picky. It did have a couple of favorites, the Predator GTOs. Let me see. Oh, look at me starting here without showing you guys the pellets. That is terrible. Okay guys, so before, I talked about this in the pre-grip video, before I did any pellet testing, I did clean the barrel, and this thing was nasty. It definitely needed cleaning, so that is important. If you take your gun out the box, you take it out to the range, and it's not very accurate, I would suggest that being one of the first things you do. As well as if it is a break barrel, most of them have stock screws that you need to tighten. So tighten the stock screws and clean the barrel. And then to get the best results, I did mount a scope. Now I did shoot this open-sighted in the pre-grip video, and you guys can see the results right here of that. It did shoot very well with open sights, but the problem is I can't take it back to further distances and get very good results. Probably a me thing. So I mounted a scope to get the optimal accuracy, and I've got the Hawk 2-7x32. This is the Vantage, and it is lightweight. It has the mil-dot reticle, an adjustable objective. It is like 11.5 inches long and a little over 14 ounces heavy. Heavy? Light? That sounded kind of ridiculous, right? Anyways, that's the Hawk scope I have on here. I thought it would be a perfect match for the Meteor Super. Now that we've got all of that out the way, let's talk about its favorite pellets. So I did a dome shot card, and the favorite ones out of those are the Predator GTOs. These are lead-free, super light, and I'm not surprised. Those things shoot well in most everything, and I'm not exaggerating. And then the second ones I picked were the FIREARMS. These are 8.4 grains. I chose 2 dome pellets because I'm going to take it back to a further distance, and just in case one doesn't shoot well, I want something to fall back on. So I've got those 2 as dome pellets. Before I moved on to testing the hunting pellets, I wanted to see, I had some heavy pellets that I didn't bring out to the range. I wanted to see if maybe, just maybe, it liked some heavier pellets. And, well, you guys can see the results right here. Not really. So I moved on to the hunting pellets, and surprisingly, I'm super surprised because I expected like maybe the JSB Hades or the H&N Sport Hunter Extremes or something. Maybe the Hornets would shoot really well in this, but no. Some pellets that maybe most of you have never heard of were its favorite, the Bara pointed pellets. These are 9.72 grain, and they did absolutely beautiful. Also, most break barrels are not 50-yard air rifles. They don't shoot well at 50 yards. Yeah, it can be fun to take it back, give yourself a little bit of challenge, and try to hit the target from that far. I would not encourage hunting with them if they are not 50-yard guns at 50 yards. So off camera, I decided to just go check it out without you guys just to see what the results were. And if it did okay, then I'd show you guys how it did on camera. But just as I suspected, not a 50-yard gun. So up to 35 yards it is. Not terrible. Shoot one more group with these ones. Whoa. So those weren't fantastic. I'll leave that open so you guys can see. All right, next up, the FIREARMS. These are the 8.4 grains. Oh, well, at least the other one was. Wasn't terrible. Let's see if we can do better with the second group. I think that went through the same hole the first one did. I sure hope the pointed pellets do better. Those weren't awful, but they definitely weren't great. So this might be what I consider, unless the pointed pellets do better, what I consider a 25-yard gun. All right, Bara, your turn. I pulled that one, guys. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I just thought I did. Ooh, that one went super low. That was a pretty decent group. Let's see if we can do something similar. It'd be nice to do even better, but that's pretty good right there. Whoa. Well, the first group was beautiful. The second group, some of it was beautiful. So with the right ammo, yeah, it is definitely a 35-yard gun. All right, next up, trigger pull. Let's see what kind of pull weight we're gonna get on this guy. My first result was 1 pound 6.5 ounces, and the second was 1 pound 3.1 ounces. That is quite a lovely trigger. Okay, so now this is not a PCP. It doesn't have an air cylinder that you can fill up and deplete. Basically, the full to empty is the shooter. So I don't do a full to empty with these, but I do a 20-shot shot string to see how consistent it is with accuracy as well as velocity. So with the consistency test, and I am using the Bara pointed pellets for this part, and shot 1 produced 721 feet per second. Halfway through it, shot 10, I got 728. The very last shot, shot 20, produced the same as the first, 721 feet per second. That's an average of 722 and a little over 11 foot-pounds of energy. And as far as accuracy, guys, the first group was just beautiful. The middle two were so-so. And the last one, again, just beautiful, which a lot of it lies on the shooter, the consistency. I mean, there's a lot in play. And this is pretty normal for air rifles. If you've been shooting a while, you know what I'm talking about. All right, on to max velocity. And of course, we do this with the hobbies. They're 7-grain lead pellet, super light. Not lighter than the GTOs, and I know we shot those too, and those would give us a max velocity with a lead-free pellet, but I'm talking about a lead pellet. So with the lead pellet, 7 grains, the max velocity, 864 feet per second, which gave me 11.55 foot-pounds of energy. So what does the DB meter say about this one? Is it backyard friendly? And like I said in the beginning, no, I wasn't there in the beginning. Like I said in part 1, it does have a threaded muzzle, 1/2 by 20 UNF, so you can attach a moderator. So without the moderator, first at the muzzle, the dB meter said, whoa, it's loud. 101.4 and 104.2. That seems a lot louder than what I hear. So let's go ahead and check it at the shooter's perspective. At the shooter's perspective, I got 95.4 and 94.9. That's why it didn't seem so loud. Where I was sitting, you're not supposed to stand in front of the muzzle anyways, right? Okay, let's find out what the neighbors are going to hear from 15 yards away, because remember, I am 35 yards away from the target, so I don't want the dB meter too close to the target where it's hearing it hit. I want it kind of centered. 15 yards away, I know that's not exactly, give me a break, guys. 15 yards away, the dB meter gave me a reading of 84.1 and 85.1. The neighbor should be fine with that. Okay, let's slap the dB meter. Let's not put the dB meter on the gun. Let's put the 0 dB. It's too many dBs going on here. Let's put the 0 dB on the gun and see if it makes a difference. So I'm going to start 15 yards and then to the shooter's perspective, to the muzzle. Kind of do it backwards from what I normally do. So at 15 yards with the 0 dB, I got 85.7. Really no difference. Let's move it to my perspective, the shooter, and see what we get there. From the shooter's perspective, 84 dBs. Oh yeah, so without it, it was 95.4 and 94.9. So definitely made a huge difference. Now let's put it in front of the muzzle and see if it quieted it down there. As compared to 101 and 104 dBs, I got 93.4. Yeah, it definitely quieted it down. So that is a pretty sweet option to have on a break barrel. Now, my favorite, Offhand. What do you guys think? Will we do a good job or not? Oh, and I got it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. And I missed it. Oh, I was so sure I got that. I'm aiming at the pink one on the very end. There we go. Oh, and the yellow. There we go. Beautiful. All right, I'm going to give myself 3 more shots to hit the orange and the green one. And if I don't get them within 3 shots, that's it. There we go. Last shot. Last shot. Hopefully I get it with this one. Oh, the green one lives. Oh well. That was a lot of fun. I love shooting chalk, and I'd say we did decent. Cons and pros. So, cons. There's a couple. First off, it is a little pellet picky, which, once you find the right pellet, that's awesome. And I have already done the work for you. So, there you go. It's a little pellet picky, and there's a couple plastic parts on here. The safety, the trigger, and of course the sights, but everything else is metal construction, and it's a pretty good quality build. There's just a few plasticky parts. I said there was a few, but I guess there's only 2. I know the barrel was dirty, so I did need to clean the barrel, so be sure to do that if you get one. On to pros, and there are a lot more pros. So first pro, this is under $400. It's like $379 for a good quality break barrel, and at first glance, it is very eye-catching. It's got the Manelli Beechwood stock. It's small and compact, so it'd be great for any size shooter. The rubber butt pad, I've never seen that nice of a rubber butt pad on. I know it's a small feature, but it's important, guys. It really is. I've never seen that nice of a rubber butt pad on a break barrel. It's just absolutely sweet, soft, cushiony, lovely, comfortable. Just want to snug up to it. Enough about the rubber butt pad, right? Okay. So there's that. It's good quality metal and wood build. Like, there's a few plastic parts, but not much. The stempling on the grip and the forearm makes it easier to grip. It has the fixed raised cheek piece for it. a better view, whether you choose to use an optic or you choose the open sights. Yes, that's a pro too, that it has that option. It's accurate with the right pellet. It's a 35-yard break barrel. I wouldn't take it farther than that unless you guys know something that I don't know, and that'll be fine if you share it. The cocking effort is really, really easy. I would guess around 30 pounds. I'm not good at judging cocking effort, but that would be my guess, around 30 pounds of cocking effort. The trigger it's a really nice trigger, less than 2 pounds, closer to 1 pound. That's super sweet for a break barrel. I guess that's about all the cons and pros. This was the grip review of the BSA Meteor Super in 177. It is a break barrel, single shot break barrel. Some of you might think that's a con too, but some of you, I know, because I've heard some of you air gunners say single shots are more accurate than multi-shots. Are they? I don't know. But some prefer one and some prefer another, and that's okay. So guys, that's going to be it for the BSA Meteor Super. If it's your cup of tea and you want to find out more about it, go check out airgunsofarizona.com. Thank you guys so much for sending it to me so that it can be a part of the GRiP program and I can show my viewers something a little different. I would like to take a moment to say thank you to Gateway to Airguns. Thank y'all so much for making these videos possible. If you guys have not checked them out, you really, really should. If you're an air gunner, you like air guns, you like shooting, go check out www.gatewaytoairguns.org. There is something for every air gunner alive. I promise. I'm the Airgun Angie with Gateway to Airguns. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all don't just have a good day, have an awesome one. See ya. Got it.